One man, one mission, to rid the world of chronic anxiety once and for all. The anxiety guy, Dennis Simsek, shares his personal transformation from living a life filled with overwhelming worry to becoming a full-fledged positivity machine, a leading authority in generalized anxiety. Dennis gets to the truth of your mental health challenges and sets you on a path to transforming each and every area of your life. Here he is, the one and only, the anxiety guy.
Hi everyone, welcome to episode number 198. This is the Anxiety Guy podcast and I'm your host, Dennis Simsek. Grateful to be here with you. This podcast episode is brought to you by the number one anxiety support site there is at anxietyexit.com. Head on over, read some of the blogs, get to listen to the past podcast episodes, shoot me a message, start the programs, everything you need at anxietyexit.com. Now, warriors, today what I want to do is I want to present to you the 3 different positions that you can take in the moments of internal or external emotional distress, okay? This is valuable to provide more options during challenging situations, okay? Because more options equals progress. Progress is the main ingredient for freedom from anxiety. Remember that. Progress is the main ingredient for freedom from anxiety. Now, when I'm going to go into these 3 positions, it's basically different angles on how to view the emotional distress, the mental distress, the physical distress, the imaginative distress that's going on in that moment. Okay? And let's start with the most common one, which is first position. First position means to see the situation through your own eyes and body. This, warriors, is the perceptual position we had as babies and kids. What does that mean? That means that if you see every situation from the mind and body of you, then you haven't been able to mature out of the focus, the thinking, the beliefs of when you were a child. That's what it means. You haven't engaged in the process of maturation yet. Okay? So, in first position, an intrusive thought shows up. And all of a sudden, you're going, oh my goodness, I'm thinking this. What is it going to lead to? Is it going to lead to more anxiety? How am I going to handle the next situation I'm in? You know, my day, my life is, in chaos and drama. Oh my goodness. And we tend to blow up what is a moment, and we tend to make it a lifetime. Right? You'll notice how anxiety sufferers really generalize many, many things. A moment of anger, a moment of sadness, a moment of anxiousness for them is like a massive, massive hit. All of a sudden, it's a lifetime. This isn't true. It's just a moment. And honestly, if you can implement what I'm about to tell you today, you can begin to step out of you and begin seeing the situation from a different angle, therefore creating more options, therefore creating progress. Okay? So first position is something's happening to me on the inside, or something might happen to me on the outside with other people in a certain situation, and I'm seeing it through the perceptual filters of me, just me, okay? Second position is seeing the situation from the standpoint of a person who supports you that is also in the current environment that you're in. For example, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your best friend, your acquaintance, whatever. Doesn't matter. Someone who you recognize as having tremendous emotional balance within. Someone who has the right things to say, but you find it very difficult to apply because you're so caught up in the fight or flight cycle. Okay? So a situation occurs, and you're not thinking about the situation through your own mind. You're not reacting through your own body. What you're doing is you're placing yourself in second position and saying, how would that support person view this thought? How would that support person view this emotion or this behavior or this thing that is causing me distress? So what happens here is that the limiting voices in your head become challenged because you've placed yourself in second position. You're seeing the situation through the eyes, the mind, the system of another person that is your support person. Now, can you apply this as you're going about your day? Absolutely. What I'm trying to do is create tons and tons of practicality when it comes to healing anxiety. I'm not just going to say, oh, go do this, some general thing, and leave you hanging. No, these are applicable, very much so, okay? Then there's third position. Third position, a situation arises, a fear, an emotion, something like that, and now you're taking the position of an observer, being outside the situation, recording what's happening, evaluating yourself and other options. There is less emotion in third position. This is mainly for objectivity warriors, okay? So a situation arises, and instead of following the lead of your emotions, your negative emotions, following the lead of these intrusive thinking patterns, what you do is you take a little pause and you begin seeing the situation way from the outside as if it's being recorded. And if you place yourself, when you place yourself in these different positions, you are literally creating images that go with these new angles of perception. And that's key, because we cannot change anxiety until we change the scary pictures that are floating around in our heads. Okay? So third position is a recording position, an observer, someone you don't know that's far, far away, or a camera that's looking in on the situation, strictly for objectivity. Now, let's go over the three positions so we're super clear, okay? You get a symptom. You get an intrusive thought, whatever it is. You have an option of seeing it and responding based on first position, what you always do, okay? And again, first position is always about me, me, me. It's based around past memory. What did I do last time? Okay, let's do it again this time. So it's very much being stuck in the cycle if you continue to stay responding based on first position. Then there's second position, to see the situation, the limiting situation, from the standpoint of a person that supports you. Okay, this will create tremendous comfort and give you options. This is key. Think about a person and say, you know what? How would that person view this situation right now? And then there's third position, the observer position. The camera at the top, or the person that's looking in that you don't even know about, looking in on the situation. What would they think? How would they respond? So remember this, okay? All frames are equally true. A frame is the perception you hold over a particular experience. The meaning you give to an event holds the power over how you'll feel about it. I'm going to repeat that again, okay? The meaning that you place over anything holds the power over how you'll feel about it. So what I want you to do today is fiddle with second and third position more, okay? And I also would love if you could take on this day and be incredibly gentle on yourself, to say, I'm doing the best I can, to say, there's a lot of people out there in the world that would never even try to put themselves in a situation where they can create that inner peace. Good for you. Be compassionate towards yourself today. Give yourself as many self-hugs as you possibly can. And remember that you are more than anxiety. Have a wonderful day. You deserve it. Bye-bye.
Thanks for being an important part of the Anxiety Guy podcast community. If you enjoyed this podcast, please leave a positive rate and review. If you're searching for further support on your road to recovery from anxiety, head over to anxietyexit.com and take part in the powerful End the Anxiety program based around the CBT model. If you're searching for a more one-on-one approach, you can sign up now for personal coaching sessions with Dennis via Skype. Remember, you are more than anxiety. See you in the next episode.